problem.
No, I don't think you are the only one. I think it's an individual choice to explain.
No, sorry. I'm nervous. I think you want me to elaborate on it, Robert.
You're nervous?
No. Okay. My low album has been hurting me so much, and I have gotten so much pain in.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm so embarrassed, and I still want my horses to be my old self.
Yeah, well, you're right. You should not be. You're hard on yourself, and you should not. Well, none of us should be embarrassed about what we're going through, or who we are, or where we come from, or the situation that we need to deal with. So just know you're among family in this group. Just know that. Morris, did you have?
Morris? Oh.
I have a return question.
Okay, you have a question?
No, I don't have the best hearing in the world, and I'm really trying to get what people are saying sometimes, but sometimes I don't quite get what they're saying. And I'm just wondering if I'm not the only one that had that problem here.
Does anybody else have experienced hearing loss?
Not I wouldn't say hearing loss, but sometimes
Can I speak to what I think you're speaking to?
I can't catch what people are. Yeah.
I think some of us make more noise, just living and moving, and I think the front noise that we're making in our ears is Laura, help me out here. I think can get in the way of hearing other people. I know David and I had something in common. We're both married to sisters and soulmates. And my wife has told me many times, can't you just stop breathing? I said, oh, no problem. I'll get right on that, because I make noise. David makes noise. I mean, we all make noise to our own degree. And I think our noise gets in the way of us hearing other people, in my opinion. What would you say, Laura?
I certainly think that's a great point, Robert, because, and think about it, Morris, especially when you're in a chair and you've got all the noises of the chair, and to you, that's usual, and I think you in some way, shape, or form, perhaps think other people have those same noises, but they don't. So that the creak of your chair, the cushions, or the squeaks, or the bumps, are things that you have to listen to that other people don't hear. The other thing I would tell you is that as we get older, and I'm having this one right now, and it's really a lot of fun when you're teaching a class of 50 students, is that if there's distractions, other noises going on at the same time, it gets much harder to pick out one noise, one sound, what one person's trying to tell you when there's a lot of background noise. So going to a busy restaurant, for instance, for me anymore is just not fun because it's so hard to hear someone. So there is some aging pieces with that, and they call it auditory figure ground, that decreases as you get older. And it doesn't mean your hearing is worse, it's just mean that it's harder to separate out sounds from their background.
Can we a suggestion might be helpful if you could repeat what people are saying sometimes. Maybe helpful sometimes, like if you can repeat what people are saying.
Like if I would repeat what she's saying so you could hear. Okay.
I didn't catch it.
Did you get that?
No.
If like someone like you or I would repeat what somebody else is saying so he can understand, because he doesn't get everything like what Ellen said or what like Christine said.
Okay.
So if you or I would repeat it, then he could hear it better.
Even if we cut this Arctic air off, that would help. Because there's a lot of white noise with that. I do want to bring up one more point before I give it to Laura.
Okay.
Is I have a booming voice, but when I go into a crowd, nobody can understand me, and I got the answer from my preacher. He was a music major, and he told me my voice is a booming voice in a silent place, but when I'm around a lot of noise, my voice gets absorbed by the noise, and nobody can hear me. I mean, I hate to bring up like a crowded bar or a crowded restaurant. I hate places like that. I will not talk over music at all. I'd rather just shut up than fight that fight. That's a very frustrating fight to me.
Are you done? Okay.
I would second that.
You second that?
I'm looking for Christine.
I was saying that. When I was in a loud ambient noise, forget it.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Christine?
Robert, next conference I would be happy to do a session on feeding tubes and do an actual feeding. Should I plan on going to the West Coast Conference?
We would love to have you at West Coast. I mean, actually, we're going to talk all about that on tomorrow. You said?
Got married for 15 years now, and I have 2 kids now. Sometimes, some people ask me, are they your kids? And when I said yes, they seemed to be very astonished. I heard one of the ridiculous things in my life.
So it's available.
A lady said, "Oh my God, how come your son is so normal when you have this kind of disability?"
Yeah, people never stop amazing me about some of their stupidity. But it's kind of curious.
This is a very personal story, but I wanted to share with you guys. English is my second language. I am from Korea. I came to America after I graduated from high school in Korea. it is much harder for me to speak in English than in Korean. I do not know medical reason for this, but I think that I need to think and transfer all I want say Korean into English before I say in English, and I think this thinking procedure impedes my brain function somehow, so I have more difficulties when I speak in English. Especially it is hard for me to speak the first word of my first sentence. Also, there are pronounced differences between two languages. Korean do not have R, F, V, and blended sounds, which are difficult for me to pronounce.
Well, you know, those are real stories. Those are real stories, and we all appreciate real stories. And matter of fact, I think you've got a great command of the English language. I don't know if you've ever been to Alabama or South Carolina or the back sticks of West Virginia, but you would beat the devil out of them. So thank you for sharing. Laura, can we segment into pain management, and I can give you the microphone?
Take a 5-minute break.
5 minutes, not 18,000 minutes. 5 minutes. Mr. PSA, if you would cut the tape, thank you.